town is horrible. Why did they close the bars so early?
Because this town is managed by the church city of Leubenhagen. At least they have bars. It's better than nothing.
So this is a town which is only interested in prayer, living life humbly and worshiping God.
People here ramble on so long about how valuable the church's sermons are, you start to doze off. It's almost their way of breeding you.
I do not understand what makes it so entertaining.
I'll tell you what, as soon as I get rid of this pepper, I'll get a new load and then we can go to Leubenhagen.
Is it a bigger town than this one?
Yeah. It's actually bigger than Potsio. I'd say it's more of a city than a town. There are a lot of street vendors and it's pretty lively.
Do you think they have apples?
I'm not sure about raw apples. During this time of year, people start pickling them to get ready for winter.
They pickle them?
Yeah, but they don't use salt. Apples are pickled in honey.
Oh?
Not just apples either. Honey-pickled pears are really good too. And recently I heard they started pickling peaches that way.
Interesting.
You slice the peaches thin and pile them into a barrel. The higher grade ones will even have figs and almonds between the peaches. Once you pour a ton of honey over that, you add a little ginger at the end and pickle them for about 2 months. There is nothing in this entire world that compares to the sweetness which hits you as soon as you put it in your mouth. It's so sweet, in fact, that the church seriously considered banning it. You do realize you're drooling all over the place, right?
Hey, you are not lying to me, are you?
No, it's not a lie, but it's mostly just for rich people and nobles, so they're kind of difficult to find in regular shops.
But what if we do see them in a store? What happens if we find them in a store?
I'll buy you some. Calm down.
You swear it?
Yes, but I can't afford a lot.
But you still swore, remember it.
Yeah, I got it. Good grief.
Good, then let's go. Come on, move it already.
Hey, where are we going?
We are going to the inn. We are going to get the wagon and head to whatever trading where we will rouse the shop owner out of bed and sell the pepper for a high price so we can leave for Leubenhagen immediately.
No, we can't. It's way too late.
What if the shops sell out? We cannot afford to wait. We have to go right now.
They probably won't have sold any at all, much less sold out of them.
I am not willing to risk it. Peaches and honey, I refuse to believe it until I have seen it.
There's still no guarantee they'll have them.
But I think I would like the pears, too.
Honestly, I wish I could put into words how touched we were by the priest's sermon. And for us to have heard it that particular day, it must have been God's will. His words gave us strength, and we renewed our determination to live better lives with those words in our hearts. Excuse me for rambling. Now, shall we discuss the business you had in mind?
Yes, and thank you for seeing us.
So, what kind of product do you have?
Oh, yes. This.
That's pepper, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
It wasn't hard. I can smell it.
You must have a good nose.
No, not at all. Just a trick I picked up in my many years in the business. By the way, you didn't happen to bring your scales today, did you?
No, I did not bring my own scales. But fortunately, I have my faith in God.
This is not fortunate for me. The demand for pepper has been rising. Quite rapidly, in fact. If you had come last week, I could have gotten you to knock the price down considerably.
This is good timing for me, then.
It certainly is. Now, why don't we get right down to it and weigh the pepper?
Yes, that would be great.
All right. Let me grab my ink and paper and we'll get started. I'll be back in just a moment.
What's the matter?
I need something to drink.
Be patient.
Will water be okay? If you'd prefer, I have wine, too.
Oh, may I have water, please?
Of course. Let me go get it for you. The amount of pepper is equal to 45 weights. Where was this pepper produced?
It was produced in Rampada. It's a town in the Leiden Kingdom. Mylon Trading contracted the import.
From what I've heard, Rampada is known as one of the leading producers of spices, and there's no doubting the authenticity of this certificate. So how about this? I'll give you 1 Lumione gold coin for each weight here. Does that sound good to you?
I guess it would depend on how many Lumione gold coins we're talking about.
Do you mind if I use Trenny silver coins as the deliverable currency?
That's fine.
Using the Trenny silver coins, it's worth 32 5/6 coins, which is the most I can do.
$32 5/6 coins it is.
Great. Thank you. What's wrong?
I feel dizzy.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes,
Are you feeling any better?
I am. Thank you very much.
I imagine you're tired from your long journey. I have some goat's milk that might help calm your nerves.
Excuse me, sir? These scales look strange. It is as if they are leaning to one side. Is it just me? I do not suppose they look unusual to you as well.
No, you must be mistaken. They look fine to me.
Perhaps it is just me, then.
Holo, are you okay?
Yes, but I am seeing what cannot be possible. It appears to me as though I must have been drinking wine earlier instead of water. Did you give me wine, sir?
No,
Have you ever heard the saying that the livelier and busier the bar is, the less likely you are to find the bar owner drinking? You see, being the only sober person is the key to a successful business, am I right? Well, looks like I must be drunk. If you're lucky, I'll probably forget some of the things I saw and heard here. However, drunks often make unreasonable demands, don't they?
Wait, what do you mean?
I want the money here as well as the profit you were going to make. And while I'm at it, I think you should insist I buy twice the worth of this deal on credit.
I can't. There's no way I could do twice the worth.
How unfortunate. And I think I'm about to sober up, too. Why don't we talk about product? Since this is a large amount of money, how about high-grade arms?
Weapons? But why?
Because they're standard articles that bring in a solid risk-free profit. On top of that, if I'm dealing in weaponry, I'll be able to pay you back right away. Isn't that nice of me?
You want weapons?
I imagine there must be trading companies with whom you have good relationships in Lubenheim, and I can sell those to them and you'll be able to offset my credit. Now, how does that sound to you? Thank you very much. Well then, could you please arrange the products right away? We'd like to go to Lubenhagen as soon as possible.
Wait, we're not finished here yet. What about the assessment?
I'll just leave that to you. After all, I have my faith in God, don't I?
I feel sorry for him.
I have to say, I'm impressed that you noticed it.
I know it's difficult to look past my brilliant tail, brain, and looks, but I also have excellent ears and eyes. I noticed it the very moment I walked into this room.
Right.
Do not just say right.
What is with you all of a sudden?
When you are experienced, you can be overly confident, and such confidence can prove fatal. I thought you learned this lesson from Chloe.
Yeah, I suppose I did.
Stop pouting! You learned something valuable. Remember the lesson, not the disappointment.